Okay, welcome to Humanity TV. Today I am going to tell you about Satan. Satan the accursed. All curse belongs to the Satan, as Satan is the most accursed creature. The reason behind all the miseries of human beings are due to Satan the accursed. Humans aren't enemy of each other. The real enemy of humans is Satan and his progeny. Now, who is Satan? Satan is known by different names like Azazel, Molech, Enki. He was a demon, a jinn, and resided on earth, and due to his good deeds, got appointment as the leader of the angels. But he became proudy and turned himself against the Creator, and got cursed and thrown out of heaven. Now, there are some ways by which Satan approaches the human beings. Satan's way for approaching humans. Number one, first, the cursed Satan tries to deviate humans from oneness to nothing. That means he tries to make people believe that there is no God. He tries to make people atheist. Second, if he can't make people atheist, then he turns them to polytheism. Then, if he can't let them into polytheism, he turns them into committing in major sins. And then the next one is, if he can't do the above, then he tries to indulge human beings in minor sins. If can't he be able to implement the above, then he tries to righteous people disturb them in their worship. And even if he is unable to do that, then he plots a very dangerous weapon, and that is the diabolic qualities of himself. He puts wrong qualities. For example, I would like to discuss one quality that is a satanic quality, that is pride. Let's, for example, see Satan fills the people's heart with proud and feeling of superiority over others. He destroys all the good deeds of the human. So he employs this kind of diabolic qualities. Now, methods of Satan: anger, doubt, fear, lust, jealousy, proud, ego, hatred, envy, dishonesty, selfishness, and suicide. Motive of Satan. What is the motive of Satan? What does Satan want to achieve? The motive of Satan is that as he himself is accursed and deprived of pity, he also wants to convert the lives of progeny of Adam with misery and mislead them and fill their lives with pain, sorrow, misery, and unhappiness. Now, happiness of Satan. What makes Satan happy? Satan feels happy when he is able to make the humans commit sin. Notice here, very important thing. When is Satan happy? When he feels happy. Whenever he is able to make human beings commit sin. As we all know, what is sin? Lying, cheating, bullying, backbiting, these are sins. And when Satan accomplishes his goals of making people commit sin, he is happy. Next, sadness of Satan. When he becomes sad. When humans restrict themselves and prohibit themselves from committing any sin, the devil cursed cries, which means he becomes sad. Now, what is self? Self means the flesh's desire, like gluttony, overeating, looking at others, talking glibly, this kind of flesh, the pleasures which are related with the flesh, these are the self. And when any human being restricts their self and overcomes the devilish insinuations of Satan, then Satan becomes sad. Now, one question, there are some questions which comes to the mind of every human being, like why Satan wants to deviate humans from right path? What benefit could he reap out of it? Why does he waste so much time and effort in indulging humans in wrong? Okay, let's consider these things, like why Satan wants to deviate humans from right path. What benefit would he reap out of it? Why does he waste so much time and effort? He also wastes times, not waste, invest times and effort. He makes efforts in indulging humans in wrong. So these are the questions that can be aroused. The answers to this can be stated successfully by the following. The great Almighty, the creator of the earth and universe and us, everyone, the true God asked Satan to prostrate to Adam. But Satan refused by saying that Adam is made of dust and I am made of fire. I am superior to him. So I won't prostrate before him, because he was filled with pride and superiority complex. And in his pride, he denied the order of the God. For this act of disobeying, the Satan, properly known as Azazel, Enki, Molech, etc., etc., got cursed and thrown out of heaven. And he blamed Adam for this and wanted revenge on him. And even he wasn't satisfied. He wanted to make the progenies of Adam, means we, the progenies of Adam, suffer also. This is the reason why Satan wants the humans commit sin. Now, why sin? Why he doesn't want to commit any other things? Why he wants to commit sin only? Because if humans commit sin, they would be punished for the committing of sin. And the ultimate goal of Satan is to make humans, male or female, suffer. Not here. Why sin? Why Satan wants human to commit sin? Why not any other act? But why only sin? Because if human commits sin, they would be punished, and they would be punished in hell. And that is the main aim of Satan. He wants to take revenge on Adam and his progenies. So if humans would commit sin, they would go to hell. Okay, and they would be punished there. And one more thing, the punishment doesn't occurs in the hell only. In this world, punishment is given. So that's why, by making the humans commit prohibited things, that would be render them severe punishment. So he wants humans to commit sins. The way Satan works, okay, how the way he works. Satan has the power over human beings to make them do whatever the cursed one wants him to do. This purpose he achieves by suggestions. Okay, let's be clear. Satan cannot make my hand go up, make me slap, or do anything. He makes suggestions in mind. Here, right here, Satan whispers. He suggests like, hey, look at that. Hey, look at this. Hey, steal that money. Hey, do this, like that. So Satan has no physical power over human beings. He achieves his goal by making pretty suggestions in the mind of the human beings. He resides inside human beings and gives temptations, okay, to the humans. He puts a thought in the mind and nurtures it to action. So we need to understand how it works. He resides in the whole body and he put a thought, a seed of thought here, and nurtures it into action. He suggests like do this and do that, and the humans act on his suggestion. So let us understand how his temptation works. There is a righteous man. He knows that watching another man's wife is a sin, and is affirmed never to watch another man's wife. But now Satan, his jobs his cobweb. He tempts the man by whispering him that it is nothing sin to look at. It would be not harmful. So at first he looks at her, then do something, and finally do some horrible crime. So in that way, the Satan works. And in this process, he brought harm to himself and even to another woman. Okay, that man. So this was just anecdote. Now some general things. Okay, the main purpose of Satan is to deviate, but humans' aim should be to always remain stubborn against temptation of Satan. This is a personal advice. The main purpose of Satan is to deviate the human beings from righteousness, from right path, and from doing good. But humans' aim should be to always remain stubborn. Humans should always be firm that I will not follow Satan anyhow, even if he makes me do anything and whatever suggestion he gave me, if he gives the whole world to me, I will not follow his suggestions. So the main aim of the human should be to always remain stubborn against temptation of Satan. Whatever Satan tempts, never listen to those temptations and maintain your good. This is my personal advice, that whatever Satan tempts you, you should never listen to those temptations and maintain your good. Now, one thing I am to tell, that in human beings there are both the things, good and bad. Good and bad. Bad is Satan and his demons, and good is the angels. As the Satan lives in a human body, the angels also reside in a human. If anyone has noticed or not, sometimes there comes a sound from your inside. Your spirituality speaks to you and tells you that do not do this. Whenever you want to do something bad, then a voice comes out of your spirituality, and it says that please do not do that. That's the angel suggesting you. Now we are going to have our conclusion part. First thing, how to deal with Satan. Second, what would happen if anyone fell into the trap of Satan. Last, result. And finally, one more thing, that is repentance. So first thing, how to deal with Satan. To deal with Satan and his temptations and his army, his progeny, his warriors and his minions and whatever Satan has. First is to always seek protection through prayer. Very important. Because how much powerful Satan is, how much powerful. Even he be the ruler of the world. But the most powerful is God. We should remember that. How much power Satan has, but God is the ultimate power. So, to deal with Satan and his temptations, first is to always seek protection through prayer. And there are certain books which set how to protect yourself.